High temperatures for today, not all that bad. Some of us made it into the 40s. Those typically warmer spots. Fond du Lac right at 40, 42 in Shawano, 41 in Wapaka. Just shy of that 39 here in Green Bay and in the city of Oshkosh. Now your weather headlines still include some of those pesky flurries. Those should be coming to an end shortly. Most of that just across eastern sections of the viewing area. Otherwise, lingering clouds and a decent Thursday as we kick off our spring season. In fact, temperatures right now holding pretty steady. From our 6 o'clock broadcast, we're still hovering just above that freezing mark. But again, the precipitation that we have out there is just some of those flakes flying through the skies on these breezy west to northwest winds. So making it feel a bit colder out there. Most of us have wind speeds around 10 to 15 miles per hour. So it is a bit on the gusty side and eventually blowing in our first day of spring, also known as the vernal equinox. And as we take a look at the entire Earth, you'll notice that sun's starting to come up over the equator. Now, the vernal equinox is basically when the Earth's axis is exactly perpendicular to the sun's direct rays, which gives us equal amounts of daylight and nighttime. It officially starts at 11:57 tomorrow morning, and then it will continue on its way across the northern hemisphere, giving us those longer days as we head towards our summer season. Pinpoint predictor again, the first day of spring, not all that bad, right about where we should be, around that 40-degree mark, although it will be just a little colder for some of those Northwoods locations. And it should be a quiet day. We'll have some sunshine to enjoy. As you can see here, it's 8 o'clock and nothing going on. We'll continue with that sunshine for most of our afternoon period. But then as we get back into the night and into daybreak tomorrow, those clouds will be rapidly increasing and thickening. But this time around, our latest model run is kind of fizzling this Friday system out for us. Now, earlier it had quite a bit of snow already getting into the western portions of the viewing area at this time. Now it's slowing it down just a little bit. So now there's 8 o'clock and it's still sitting west of the viewing area. Even 10 o'clock, it's just starting to get into maybe western Langlade Forest County up in that direction. And so again, your morning commute is probably going to be okay if this holds true, with this really just skirting across northern sections of the viewing area. In terms of the snow, there's a little bit of green that pops up across Wapaka County towards the noon hour. We'll probably see at least a little more drizzle and a few rain showers down to the south, a little more snow to the north, and again maybe 2 inches. You may see that here when all is said and done, but then it's pretty much gone and out of here, the steady stuff. And then we'll see just a few additional flurries to the north, and there's a little bit more rain crossing through southern sections of the viewing area towards our evening hours. Otherwise, it's winding down, and it's all to be followed by a colder punch of air as we get into the weekend. So in terms of your severe weather outlook, we don't have anything major on the horizon, but any standing water out there this evening, you may find again just an isolated slick spot or two in the rural areas. Otherwise, Thursday, again, first day of spring, looks good. We'll put you in the low category, but even now that system is looking just a little bit weaker. Could also have a few flurries on your Saturday. Temperatures are only going to be around 30 degrees, and we still have those flurries out there now. Most of that again for our lakeshore counties and also portions of Marinette and Oconto counties, and even a few flurries flying through Green Bay. But as we broaden the view, all the action is now off to the northeast and back across the Pacific Northwest. That's our next weather maker coming in again for your Friday. So your forecast tonight, flurries ending, lingering clouds, low range 20s for most spots. Into the day tomorrow, looking at partly cloudy conditions, and again spring begins just before noon, and we should top out near 40 degrees. Beyond that, again, we've got a couple of spring days in the forecast, so 2 days in the 40s, and again, a little bit of that wet weather on Friday. Overnight lows in the 20s, and then as we get into the weekend, just like last weekend, it was a cold one. We had temperatures in the single digits for overnight lows. We might see another single digit night Sunday night into next week, and maybe a few more flurries into Tuesday morning. Otherwise, nothing terribly active, nothing too exciting on those temperatures either. If I can add my own 2 cents, I'd like to see a few more, you know, higher digits.
Rest assured, you're not alone.
Kind of figured that by now.
Thank you, Rebecca. Four-legged friends will soon be taking over the Brown County Veterans Memorial Arena.